The Nun 2. Damn, the first half was bad. If you're back for this movie, I don't know what you're expecting because The Nun 1 was pretty bad itself. I don't remember a single inch of it. I'm gonna keep this one pretty simple, to be honest. This movie was pretty boring for the first half. Second half, it had some pretty cool scenes, maybe a jump scare or two, and could I say the second half was good? Yeah, I guess. There were parts that were good. There were aspects of the story that they were first starting off where it's the main character in the previous movie, she's going through this, finding out about the nun again, and the other story where they're a bit more gruesome, they're showing what the nun's doing. And honestly, it feels like kind of two different movies at first because the main character from the previous movie, she's on her own adventure to find the nun, and like not even adventure, I guess she's figuring it out what's going on, how to do it. And it feels like, okay, they're trying to dive into the religious aspects and the Catholic journey and how different things are going on in the past and how they can affect it and how it goes with her story. Resolution, though, for it is pretty lackluster, to be honest. I don't know, maybe since I don't remember the first one at all, that's why. But I don't think this movie was really worth it. I think it had a few scares, maybe towards the end. I can't say much, honestly. It's not that good of a movie. The jump scares aren't even there as much as you would think there would be for a movie like this. And the horror aspects are not really horror. Maybe there's one or two scenes where you might think that was cool, maybe scary, but after that, those 5-second scenes, you're kind of done for the rest of the film. You're like, okay, what's going on? Am I invested for certain characters? Not really. Is this worth a watch? Honestly, I wouldn't waste my money. I'd rather go to Netflix, stream this instead. I think that's what it's worth. What would I give this movie? Honestly, I did a double feature where I was invited to the premiere for A Haunting in Venice, which I also posted a review for. And by the time that comes out, I think this review will also be out. And I would rather watch that than The Nun 2 instead of wasting your money. If you're with kids, sure, they'll enjoy it. Little kids love this stuff. It's probably centered towards them. The person I went to watch it with wanted to watch The Nun. Cheap horror. Were they satisfied? They were a child. I had to take a little kid. Yes, I was babysitting and I took a child. And the movie was boring. And the child was very happy. So maybe I'm too grown for this. Maybe you are too. So who knows? I'd give this movie probably a 6 out of 10. The story is bad. And the horror aspects are not really there. They try to do a little setup. I'm not going to do much in spoilers because I don't think this movie's worth it. And I don't think most of you are going to watch it either way. If you do, it's going to be because you're with a group of friends. There were a few women that were scared, but I guess maybe I'm a New Yorker, so I don't really care. Or I'm sensitized to some of this nonsense, but I've watched too many movies. But for me, I don't think it's really a horror fest or worth the watch. 6 out of 10, I think I'm being very generous. I think because the second half kind of redeems it, but it's not the best either way. Tell me what you guys think. I'll subscribe, and I appreciate you guys.
No!